Hello everyone, my name is Brendan and today we're going to go over 3 easy tips to improve your videos. I'll explain each tip and any relevant concepts and then give examples from my own work and others. Okay, let's begin. First tip is using a swish pan to hide your edits. Now a swish pan is moving the camera very quickly in any direction to get motion blur. How much motion blur there is depends on your shutter speed. Shutter speed is the length of time your camera's shutter is open, exposing light onto the camera's sensor. If your camera allows it, you can also turn down the shutter speed to allow a greater amount of blur. Though usually you'd only turn it down in super low light situations or for stylistic reasons. There is the 180-degree shutter rule, which we won't really get into, but ideally around 148 or 150 is the best to get that film look with a natural motion blur. The moment the frame is blurred is a great time to actually mask your edit. This is a great technique to use for a transition, or stitching together a number of shots. I usually like to plan my longer shots with a few of these moments to allow it to switch to different takes if need be. And this tip can not only be done by panning or tilting the camera quickly, but also by having something move quickly in front of a camera in a wipe-like effect, or moving the camera over a dark or obscured area in a dip to black-like transition. Second tip is using natural light. This tip is more of a broad approach than a specific technique, but it will still improve the look of your films and can also allow for a quicker turnaround for shooting scenes. And all you need is some location scouting and some mindful scheduling beforehand. Light is one of our main tools, and of course you can buy many different types of lights, but the cheapest and most powerful one will always be the sun. That's why it's great to try and plan around locations that offer as much natural light as possible, and you should usually consider it in how you frame your shots, but always be mindful of overexposure, especially if it's taking up a large section of your frame. I like having a window be a single source of light to create a nice contrast and to make things really manageable. Another great time to shoot is of course golden hour or magic hour, which is the period of daytime shortly after sunrise or before sunset, when daylight is redder and softer than when the sun is higher in the sky. Also, since you don't have to worry about setting up lights, this allows you to focus on getting additional coverage or takes and also the performance of the actors. Third tip, which kind of plays into the last one, is shooting in black and white. Now, of course, this is a personal preference as well, and definitely another stylistic one, but it can also be a helpful trick to allow more freedom over your shot choices. Most cameras will have a saturation meter that you can turn all the way down, or most every editing software has a quick filter you can place over your footage to achieve this look, but most importantly, it helps you because it frees you from worrying about color temperature. See, if you don't know, color temperature is measured in kelvins, and it ranges from a lower, warmer red to a higher, cooler blue. It's definitely a good thing to learn about and understand, and helpful in matching together light sources and also creating interesting looks. But if you don't have the budget to afford various light sources, or you don't have complete access to the locations you're using, or you simply don't have time to set up lights, shooting in black and white makes it so you don't have to worry about that warm 28K light bulb mixing with that cool 10K natural light from the nearby window to create a slight green hue over your actor's face. Now, of course, there's a wide range of color correction programs to help with matching looks, but if you're a beginner, it is helpful to shoot in black and white at least early on, because I feel it helps you focus on a key aspect that can be overlooked, which is also something so pivotal in achieving a professional look, and that is contrast. Black and white is really the choice between light and shadow. Well, that's my 3 tips. I hope you learned something or were inspired to try one or all of these things in your next film. And feel free to explore these concepts further and maybe take them to a new or different level. Thanks for watching.